So, bullpen day for the Blue Jays. And they win 7-3 over the Seattle Mariners. Now, before the game, we heard, I guess it was like 4 hours before game time, the Blue Jays have signed right-handed pitcher Mike Hauschild to a deal, and I'm thinking, okay, well, whatever. What's his ERA? Oh, it's 11. Okay, well, doesn't really matter to me. Let's get to the ball game. Tyler Clippard getting his first start in over 600 innings. And with a runner on in the first inning, he absolutely hangs a mango changeup right on the inner half to Nelson Cruz. You don't do that. You really don't, because the big man turns on it and crushes it 460 feet. And it's 2-0. We go to the top of the second inning, and the Jays get a little bit of a rally cooking. Solarte leads off with a single. Then Teoscar Hernandez gets off the snide he's been on lately and doubles to center field. Solarte at third base. Brandon Drury pops up to the first baseman. That hurts. It's the first out of the inning. Next up, Luke Maile. He walks on 4 pitches. Now the bases are loaded. Devin Travis singles to the left side. Solarte scores. Hernandez scores. And the Jays have tied it at 2. A clutch 2-run single from Devin Travis. Great job there. I mean, he was only 1 for 4 in the ball game, but he came up clutch when the Jays needed him to. And that was a big play there. And after Tyler Clippard's first inning that was a mess, who comes out there to pitch? Mike Hauschild. Okay, well, let's kind of see what he does. He throws scoreless inning after scoreless inning after scoreless inning, and before you know it, Mike Hauschild goes 6 innings, gives up 4 hits, no runs, walks 1, and strikes out 5. For his first, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was his first career big league win. In his first outing as a Blue Jay. What? He was fantastic. Throwing strikes, quality strikes. His balls were moving all over the place. He was great. And you know what that did? Something that we have not seen in the last 3 games. It gave the Jays a chance. He comes out and it's a 2-2 ball game. And he just starts cruising. But, so do the Seattle Mariners. King Felix Hernandez settles down. And then we go to the top of the 7th inning, the top of the 7th inning with Randall Grichuk on Kendrys Morales. A 2-2 pitch from, I think it was Juan Nicasio. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And it was a fastball right down the juice at 95 miles an hour to K-Money. You don't want to miss to K-Money, because the way he's been hitting lately, he drills this ball to left field, to, I guess it was right center field. I don't know why I was saying left. I guess I got used to saying left field. Drills it to right center, and it was hit high, and it just kept going and going and going. Right fielder tries to climb the wall, but it's gone! A 2-run shot, and the Jays got the 4-2 lead. Incredible! And then in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Jays bring out Joe Biagini, and on the very first pitch, so put it into perspective, guys. Clippard gives up the two-run shot to Nelson Cruz. Hauschild comes out, throws 6 scoreless. Then Joe Biagini comes out there on the first pitch, gives up a home run to Nelson Cruz again. Is Mike Hauschild the secret weapon or something? And that makes it a 4-3 game. But then we go to the top of the 9th inning, and the Jays just keep trying to pile it on. I think it's James Pazos comes in to pitch, the lefty. And Curtis Granderson doubles to center field to lead off the inning. And then things get real funky. Grichuk grounds to third base. And it looks like it's going to be No, so it was a fielding error by Corey Seager, or Kyle Seager. Different Seagers, you know. Corey Seager's the Dodgers one that's on the DL. That's why they acquired Manny Machado. It all made sense for them in the end. Grichuk's ended up being safe there. So errors coming back to haunt the Mariners. Runners at first and third now with nobody out for Justin Smoke. And he hits a ground ball to third base, and we're like, oh no. But D. Gordon steps on second base, awkwardly twists his ankle. He drops right as the ball is coming at him. And ball goes in right into right field. Obviously, Granderson comes in to score. Grichuk goes to third base. I mean, it was just a complete mess of a play. D. Gordon ended up leaving the game with an injury. And the Jays get lucky there. They would have scored a run anyways. But you get a little bit of help, and you keep the ball rolling. There's still nobody out on the play here. This is insane. And Kendrys Morales is grounded into a really awkward double play. Now there's a guy at third base. Aledmus Diaz, who came into as a defensive replacement in the top half of the ninth inning, gets an at-bat in the bottom half, and on a 1-0 pitch from Pazos, a pitch down in the zone, Diaz hits a laser beam out to left field, and it just clears the wall. That's a 2-run shot. The Jays have a 7-3 lead. The Jays actually made a team pay for their mistakes. Totally different sight to see, guys, from the Oakland series. I mean, with all the Jays fans in attendance, I mean, my goodness, obviously the Blue Jay takeover, if you want to call it, of Safeco Field was great today. The Jays came out in full effect. You could hear all the players were excited to play, and they showed it. They came out and swung the bats. It was awesome. Like we said in the 3 games against the Oakland A's, who have shown to be a very competitive team, and I think with this win, with this loss by the Mariners today, actually, how did Oakland do? I'm just going to check that. Did they play? They did not play, so they are now in second place in their division. They passed the Seattle Mariners with the Jays win. So I mean, the Oakland Athletics are absolutely loving the Blue Jays right now. We just get swept by them, and then we take out the team that was just in front of them. Insane. But the Jays, they get 11 hits, 7 runs, and 2 errors they make. The Jays capitalize on both of them. But you know why this all came about? Is because your guy, Mike Hauschild, gave the team a chance to win, and at some point in time, the Jays were bound to get a big hit, and they got a ton in the 7th and the 9th inning to get the victory. That's what we did not see in Oakland. The team just could not put up zeros, and when they did, it was late in ball games when you're already down 7-0. This time, it was different. Granderson was 1 for 5. Grichuk 1 for 5. Smoke 1 for 5. You know, everybody really got on the hit parade, and Teoscar Hernandez was 4 for 5 with 3 doubles. Much needed day for him. Also scored a run as well, raising his average to 249 from 240 on the dot today. Much needed big game for him. And, you know, Ryan Tepera ended up closing out the game, giving up a hit, but that's about all she wrote as the Jays roll to that victory. This team is all over the place. But you know what, guys? As much as this season is a wipe and it is a wash, it's nice to see this. It's nice to see a guy like Mike Hauschild come out of nowhere and get a victory for the Jays. It's nice. It's fun. Especially in the atmosphere of Safeco Field right now. It's going to be a lot of fun. Game 2, guys, goes tomorrow night, same time. What about, so Saturday is the same time, 10:10 first pitch there. Oh, my goodness. And then Sunday is a 4:10 first pitch, all right? So, tomorrow, Ryan Borucki gets the start. Again, surprisingly very good Marco Gonzalez. 12-5 with a 3.37 earned run average. Of course, Ryan Borucki can't get a break and get a favorable matchup. He's got to face one of the best pitchers on that pitching staff. All right? He looks for the win tomorrow. The Jays look for their second straight win, and it's a 4-game series, so they look for at least the split of the Seattle Mariners, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed the atmosphere and the game today. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. What'd you think of Mike Hauschild? I want to hear what you guys have to say about all this great stuff. And also, way to go, Jays fans. I mean, all the people that made the trek to get there. I think it was 38 buses, I think I heard was the rumor about how many buses went down to Safeco Field. Way to go, Jays fans. Loving it. This team is not playing well this year, but we still go out there in full effect. I love it. All the power to you for the rest of this series, all right? And I will talk to you guys, podcast edition, on Wednesday afternoon. I will be talking to you guys then. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Again, it'll probably be Saturday morning technically. But Friday night first pitch, Ryan Borucki versus Marco Gonzalez. 10-10 first pitch at Safeco Field. Or I guess you could possibly say Rogers Center. However you want to feel, however you want to word it. And we'll talk to you guys then, hoping for 2 straight wins by the Jays, and still looking for Ryan Borucki's first career MLB win. That would be fantastic. We'll talk to you guys then.